Police are still mourning the death of Sergeant Greg Moore, who was killed in the line of duty in Coeur d'Alene Tuesday.
Over the weekend, police held a memorial service in Boise for those who could not make the trip up north. The man accused of murdering Sergeant Moore is Jonathan Renfro. A preliminary hearing has been set for Renfro on June 10th. The judge has set bail at $2 million. A candlelight vigil for Sergeant Moore is scheduled Wednesday night in front of the Idaho Peace Officer Memorial at the Idaho State Police headquarters in Meridian. This week, officers are taking the time to remember Sergeant Moore, and one of the ways they are doing that is what's known as the last call. Brandon Fun is live in studio with details.
Donna Michelle, the last call is made over police radios when an officer dies in the line of duty or retires. It's a radio call from dispatch, symbolizing the end of an officer's duty. We show you Sergeant Moore's last call and what it means to law enforcement.
4400 East Flamingo Avenue.
The call comes in over police radios.
Prepare for final assignment.
But there won't be a response, only silence. The dispatcher then calls in what's known as the last call. This was Sergeant Moore's.
The citizens and the Coeur d'Alene Police Department are in debt for your years of service. Sergeant Greg Moore, may you rest in peace. Central Dispatch clear at 1348.
And they're the hardest thing to hear.
It's dispatch's last call for him, and they basically clear him out of service.
The call is broadcast over as many channels as possible. It's a somber experience, especially for Sergeant Harper, who's heard it while on duty in California.
It kind of takes you back and reminds you about every officer who has paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Many relate the call like losing a family member.
We're brothers and sisters in blue, and that's straight up and down the board nationwide. I mean, once you're a part of this, you're a part of it.
She's on the west side of the building.
Kim Dixon is a dispatcher for the Nampa Police Department. She's never had to make a last call, but can relate.
We're kind of the heartbeat. We're the ones that really make sure that they go home safe every night.
But the call also brings in a renewed focus for officers.
It's honoring everything that he stood for and what policing stands for in our communities today.
And with that, a reminder of the dangers they face every time they go out.
It makes us think, makes us realize that any night could be our night.
We want to go out and help people and protect people, and at times it could potentially cost you your life.
Now, the last call is done across the country by all law enforcement agencies. Sergeant Moore's last call happened to be during National Police Week, a time to remember law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty. Live in studio, Brandon Fonda, 6 on your side.